Hello friends, and welcome to today's video. Just as I start this, an ambulance rolls by. Really? That's fine, never mind. Sorry if you can hear all kinds of traffic today. It's a billion degrees, as always, and I have all of my windows open, so a lot of noise is happening. So as you can already tell, today's video is a little bit different to what I normally have as far as journaling goes. I bought the Apple Pencil. Ta-da-da-da! Angels, choirs, singing. Oh gosh. People have been talking about this Apple Pencil for the longest time, especially when it comes to like notes and studying and studygram and hashtags and yeah, all of that jazz. So since I'm starting university, I was sort of toying with the idea, hadn't really decided, but was sort of leaning towards it, but I thought, what if I went paperless? What if I reduced my waste to 0 and just had all of my notes in one place all the time digitally? And so, sorry about the motorcycle, again, there's no other way. What was I saying? Notes, yeah. And since it's very possible to write my school notes digitally, I thought, hey, what if possibly I could try bullet journaling on my tablet as well? And this is what you're seeing today. I tried 2 pages, so this is the second attempt that I made. The first one was sort of just to play around and see if I can get used to the app, and this is my actual first serious attempt at seeing what I can do and how far my powers extend. And I just wanted to share some of my thoughts of now having used this for like a day. So obviously I'm very experienced, but I have some notes that I wanted to share with you. So the first one that I mentioned is the waste aspect of it all. I never really thought of my bullet journaling as being wasteful until I tried this method, because there's a lot of prep that involves bullet journaling that you need to do in order to sit down and be creative, and a big part of that is, you know, the choosing pictures and making them into a document and then printing them out, and then the cutting and the printing and the paper, and you throw away scraps of paper that you don't need, and then there's the ink and all of that jazz. And with a tablet, that's just eliminated. You don't need any other product except for the tablet. And there's nothing that you need to throw away at the end of the process. There's no waste. So I hadn't ever really thought about that side of things until I tried this, and now I'm very conflicted about what I want to do. And of course, the biggest thing, it's so easy. It's so easy to journal on a tablet. I mentioned having absolutely no prep whatsoever. That's just a scratch on the surface. Like, you can go to Pinterest if that's where you get your like pictures and sources. Sources? That is a source. Like the stuff, the visual things, right? Words. If that's where you get it from, you can go on there and like save photos in like a split second. Like, there's no time. There's no prep time. There's no you know, a big deal. I'm losing my track because there's a motorcycle outside and it's just but what was I saying again? Jesus, wasting time. Yeah, so it doesn't take any time for you to prep anything. It doesn't take any time for you to start doing it. And as you can see throughout sort of the majority of this video, I continuously made mistakes, and I had full control over correcting them, because it's not a real mistake on a page. It's nothing that you can't take back. All of the control is in the palm of your hand, or in between your fingers in this case. But it's ultimate control over your page, which I just find so attractive when it comes to an option, like an alternative to journaling. So those are really my main points that I wanted to say in defense of sort of journaling on an iPad or a Surface or what have you. It's easy. It takes no time. There's no waste. You can do it anywhere as long as you have like internet to like download pictures. But even if you prep your pictures, you can just sit in a cafe completely without your 3G or whatever and just draw. Like, just draw it out. It's just so convenient. That's like the one word, convenient. And so I started wondering, would I be able to maybe transfer all of my journaling in the future, all on a digital basis? Would that be a sacrifice that I would be able to make? You know, I started having all these like really serious thoughts about why don't I just do everything digitally and just go paperless completely, not just for school, but in my general life. And then all of the negatives started popping up in my mind. So here's a couple of, you know, bad sides to journaling on an iPad or a Surface or whatever. The first one, obviously, is the fragile aspect of it all. And what I mean by that is, what if your iPad crashes? You know what I mean? All of your information gone. And if you don't, I'm not really in the habit of backing things up unless I consciously think of doing it. My iCloud is always full. I don't want to pay money to, you know, upgrade that stuff. So if you don't have the habit of backing stuff up continuously all the time, you'll lose all of your journaling. If something, you know, horrible happens and the whole system of it just crashes. Which is a scary thought to me, because in a physical book, it's right next to you all the time. It's just there. It's present in the physical world, so impossible, unless something horrible like a fire happens, you know, which 10 out of 10 do not recommend. Really bad. So that's one of them. And then the other negative is that you're always reliant on battery time. So the battery time of your tablet or your pen, I was going to say stencil, not stencil, stylus. You know, you always have to think about the charge of things. Whereas with a physical notebook, that's not really a concern of yours at all. Because physical notebooks, why is there a helicopter on top of my house right now? I just need... Can you hear that? You can probably hear that. Like literally just on top. On top of it. Sorry. Rant. This is me ranting. So yeah, it's not a tangible thing. It's not something that you can hold with your hands and touch and feel and be physically proud of. You know, it's a file on a machine. It really doesn't feel like much. And aesthetically, it is cute, like I'll give it that, but it's not the same as looking at your amazing 2-page spread in your notebook that you've just completed. So the conclusion of that is, I don't know, maybe I will go paperless. I'm sort of leaning towards it slowly, but it's gonna take some adjustment time, and yeah. I don't know, have any of you tried this? Comment down below, tell me if you have, what are your thoughts or discussion material, anything. Yeah, that's what I'll leave you with today. I don't know how I feel. Yeah, it's convenient, but, you know, I liked it. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, friends, I'll see you next time.